Carl and Brendan here, and it's, you know what, it's the weekly battles, as it's my turn to throw something out of Brendan. I noticed in the last couple that we had done leading up to this that basically we are pretty much neck and neck. You're one ahead of me, and then when I do one, it brings it back and so on. So over this next period of ones, I've chosen dangerous ones. We're starting with one here that should be pretty straightforward, but then we're going to get more and more interesting. Basically, I want to see how crazy this can go. So we're looking at a band called Sase Drrraaains here, and this album came out in like 2018. I completely kind of forgotten about this band for a very long time. It was only earlier on when I was flicking through the music and I was like, what could I choose? What could I choose? And I was like, oh my God, it's been years since I listened to this band. And I was like, right, looking at the album, and I was like, what song really stands out for me? And I was like, this one. This blew my mind at the time. And it is Cocos Negrii. I don't really know a lot about the band. That's the thing. I couldn't really tell you much detail about it. Only that I remember this song proper blow me away at the time. I'll take it you've never heard of them.
No, I've no idea who they are. Not even like a, like a twinkling of, oh, have I heard the name before? And it's the sort of name I'd feel like I would remember, just for the fact that I can't say it.
It's one where I'm like, wait, how did I even come across them? I presume it was a website related thing, but then maybe. Why has it not come back since, if that makes sense? Like, why has it not re-emerged 3-4 years down the line? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we are going to play the song, and we are going to see if I can win this one. I'm pretty confident because when it's heavy, it's fucking heavy. So in 3, 2, 1, go. This shit is so epic.
An interesting album cover.
It's a lot of things thrown together in it. Like those walls look like the kind of shitty t-shirt you'd buy in like a crap metal shop.
Yeah.
Suppose we categorize as black folk, right?
It's got a kind of like native Indian feel to it.
That's actually really cool, yeah. Oh, big fan of the building layers. Up. Yes, that was Cocos Negrii. Album is Zal Moss. And I actually got the year wrong. It's 2017. It was even older than I remembered. It's 2017, man. I know this is like battle me to you, but I just want to express that song is fucking amazing.
It's all right. No, it's not. It's very good. I liked it. I think you probably knew I'd like that one. I mean, there was, weirdly, the production's not great on it, to be honest with you. At the beginning, it sounded really it's not like a raw production. It just sounded like it was a lot older than even 2017.
Cool.
And I did think purely in the intro part, the rest of the song was fine with it, but the intro part that they really overstretched the building up. Like it was getting on to a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and it was like, okay, come on, But aside from that, once it kicked in, I loved it. I loved the heavier vocals. I like the two layers, the different heavier vocals. It's easy enough to categorize, don't get me wrong. It's pretty much symphonic black metal, or symphonic. I can see, obviously you can see the folk parts of it. It's kind of strange, like points in the folky parts of it, it reminds me more of like a Nightwish, that sort of Creek Mary's Blood sort of thing. That's where I was getting that kind of native Indian sort of vibe from it.
Yeah,
not in a bad way, like that's just what it was bringing to mind. With the sort of chanting and then the kind of guitar that came in over it. But then it's very much not like Nightwish when it gets to the heavier sorts of bits of it. But yeah, no, I very much enjoyed it. It's definitely my cup of tea, really, to be honest with you. That's what I like. It's massive, it's grand, it's epic. Yeah, it's a very easy, comfortable win for you.
Yes, I wondered the only thing that kind of thing is because obviously when it drops after that initial burst and blast, which is one of my favorite moments in the song, is that and him screeching and stuff. It drops down into that clean singing, and I was very aware, right, this is the majority of the song, and it just builds layer after layer after layer after layer where another instrument's added or a certain backing vocals here, and then I knew like you get to the last minute and then you get that screeching back a bit and stuff like that, and I was thinking, would you be kind of like, that's a bit boring as it just repeats over and over again, even though it's building layers?
I think it's all right with the middle section. It was like I said, the intro part of it, which
horns,
I wasn't bored. I just felt like, that they could have come in earlier. Like, do you know what I mean? It just seemed like they were never going to come in. Whereas after that, you know, you don't mind it so much after that, because actually, as long as you get a payoff at the end of the build and stuff, if it had built and built and built and built forever and then faded out to end,
Flat, yeah.
I probably wouldn't like this song. But the fact that you get that kind of payoff at the end of it, it was like, that's what gives it the grand feel, isn't it? It's not the build up that makes something feel grand. That helps, but it's the fact that when you reach the top, it goes bang. Have that. That's the big moment. The bit you're waiting for, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be heavy. It might be a solo. It might be another soft bit, but it's something that comes that just makes you go, oh yeah, and that's what it had.
Yeah, there's a bazillion bands out there, as you talk about, that have that intro and either fall flat or are legendary because you go, oh my God, it's the start, and then what comes afterwards, that kind of thing.
The worst thing, I've said it, lots and lots of bands and stuff that I've listened to before, and I think I've even written in probably loads of reviews, which is the whole, you feel like something big is coming, but then it just doesn't come, and that's when you have a problem. But in this, like, it did come, it arrived, and it was great, and it's very, very good.
I always think of like it's a weird example because I think the song was phenomenal, but a best example is, and it pretty much took everyone by surprise, I think at the time, is Machine Head's Bulldozer. And that's a great example of a beginning where you're like, right, here we go.
Yeah.
Love the song, really love the song. It's a great song and better live than it is on record. But
absolutely.
That's the song I think of when you mention, like that's not working.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, yeah, that's definitely one. There's a few, probably a few Machine Head ones actually in recent years that do that, and you think like, oh, it's happening, and it's like, oh, is that what's happening? Shit.
Yeah, that's not so good.
But yeah, no, I thought that was really, really good. It does sound like older than it is, but like not to the point where it's a problem. Actually, it was more noticeable in the intro because there was so little happening. Like, it was waiting for it to kind of all come in. So I was, because of that, I was sitting there listening to, how does the production? Once I'm actually into the song, then I was like, I don't really care about the production. This is great.
It's an easy win for me. I'll take that one.
Easy win.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments.